montones y montones de turistas. Antes y ahora. Las ruedas. Los turistas. Del Big Ben con el Big Bus. Tickets. Puedes venir en un crucero del río. Y ahí nos vamos. Y para mí, no trajeron alguito para mí.
The London Eye wasn't meant to be such a permanent structure. It was only meant to be here for a couple of years. So, I'm sure you recognise it. It's got fantastic views of the Thames. It costs £2,000 a night to stay in the roof part of that hotel. The city of Westminster behind us and enter into the City of London, one of the smallest capital cities in the world, 1.1 square miles ahead of them. On national television, there's nothing wrong with the way that I built my bridge. It's just the way Londoners walk. So that was his excuse for why he was moving around all over the place. A replica of Shakespeare's Globe Theatre, the only building in London that needed special planning permission. After the Great Fire of 1666, the government placed a ban on all timber and thatched roofs, because as we know, they're very flammable. You can still go in there today and watch one of Shakespeare's plays in the traditional manner for just £10. Bridges to stand here over the last few years. One fell down, one burnt down, one began to sink into the mud, became a bit unstable. The one that was sinking, we sold it to an American businessman. He actually shipped the bridge overseas, brick by brick, and rebuilt it in Lake Havasu, Arizona, where it still stands today. So some of the buildings here in London. That tall one there, the Walkie Talkie Tower, or 20 Fenchurch Street, that's its official name. Look at the top, see some people up there. There's a lovely sky garden and viewing platform right at the top, which is free to go up. As long as you apply online, they will send you your tickets. Best time to go is of an evening time. You can see all of London's sights lit up very nicely. The one next to that, that's the cheese grater. You've then got the scalpel with the pointed end, and perhaps the most famous coming into view now is the gherkin. So a few funny names for those. Belfast served plenty of action during the Second World War and the Korean campaign. It's got 9 decks, takes 2 to 3 hours to visit the entire ship. If you're into naval or maritime history, it's a perfect place for you to go and have a look. Now a permanent museum here on the Thames, an extension of the Imperial War Museum. It was also built in the same shipyard as the ill-fated Titanic, the Harland and Wolff shipyard in Belfast. Now Tower Bridge is unique. It is unique because it's part bascule and part suspension. The bascule part is the middle that can be opened up in 60 seconds to allow taller ships of 8 meters or higher in and out of the upper pool of London, which is the area that we are currently in. Anymore, because the bloody trees are in the bloody way. But it's been a few things over the years. It's been a royal mint, a monastery, an observatory, even the start of London Zoo. It now, of course, most famously holds the crown jewels for the Queen. Most famous for being a prison and a place of execution. Read along the river wall to the right, so you can see it still says, "Entry to the Traitor's Gate."
Westminster Abbey is further down there. You can see that later. You can see the gherkin as well if you go.
Later, I'll finish here. Esto que está muy bonito. Se llama el Sky Garden. Y no cuesta nada. Mejor si sacan boletos del internet. O si no, pues les toca hacer una fila más larga para entrar sin boletos. Aquí se construyó la ciudad de Londres. Tower Bridge. Estos son los jardines que va aquí arriba de esta vista general de Londres desde el Sky Garden. Una visita que vale la pena. Hay un restaurante aquí. Si dices que vienes al restaurante, te dan prioridad para subir. Mira, allí también tienen un centro. Y aquí del otro lado. La pequeña ciudad de Londres. Estamos más altos que este.